Yes.
Drew.
Here.
Sue.
Here.
Hamlet.
Here.
Donna.
Here.
Jim.
Here.
I am here. We have a quorum. We'll all stand with me for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you everyone for being here. We had to thank you for the recognitions. Cameron, I can see you. I appreciate it. I'll entertain a motion in a second to approve the agenda. Susan?
I'll second.
Amber? All in favor? Have some recognitions.
Yes, just a couple recognitions real quick. I'd like to recognize Assistant Technology Director Chris Smith. She was recognized by the Missouri State Teachers Association with an Unheralded Heroes Award last week at their state conference. So definitely well deserved. We'd just like to recognize Chris Smith. And also our high school cheer team was named grand champion at regionals recently, from what I understand. So I'd like to congratulate them and good luck moving forward. So congratulations to our high school cheer team as well.
Okay, a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda items.
So moved.
Susan?
Second.
All in favor? Presentation by Jeremy Catlett. J. Dunn.
Good evening.
Jeremy.
It's been a little bit since I've been here, I guess, so glad to be here. Give you guys a quick update on how things are going with the Phase 1 construction. So I think everybody actually may have a copy of the printout. So yeah, just real quick, at the primary, I mean, we're working, slaving away on the inside, getting finishes done, getting carpet down. They started polishing the floors today, and finishing up the casework for that. Tomorrow, asphalt is going down, and should have that wrapped up by end of day Wednesday. We had some soils issues we had to take care of, and did some other changes there. And then, of course, we're finishing up exterior concrete, and that light pole bases should be or actually light poles should be going up here in a week or so. And then, of course, next month, we got some specialty casework that's coming in that will finish all of that down the main corridors. You can see here on the first page, that's the commons area. That's one of the areas that we'll start polishing the floors today. There's some other acoustical stuff that goes up in the ceiling that we have on site that we'll get started as soon as the polishing is done, so probably next week. And then we got to finish the serving area. Kesnick's was here to finish up the kitchen equipment, a little bit that we have left to do there. They'll be back next week with some additional parts and pieces that they needed, and then of course we'll be testing all the systems and punch it out. And then, yeah, on the next page, there's a first picture there is just kind of a typical classroom. The stages of where we're at on that. Next week we'll be cleaning them up and start our pre-punch. And then the bottom picture there, that's the main corridor. We have a wood ceiling that goes down through there that just arrived. The manufacturer screwed up on that at delivery, but it's a pre-assembled like wood slat ceiling that goes down along that corridor to make that pretty. So that'll be starting. Should have been started today to go up. That's really it. All that I have for the construction update. Does anybody got any questions?
Jeremy, is there anything you can do to get the subcontractors fired up to complete their punch list items, particularly in high school?
Yeah, I was thinking about that today and over the weekend.
You got retaining doing, right?
Oh yes.
Twist their arms.
Oh yeah. Well, could potentially come down to where they need to start paying for me to go walk the job in the superintendent. So we're working through that. Anything else?
Any comments, questions?
When's the anticipated date of actually using the primary area?
So December 10th is our day, is when we've talked to work with the facilities and admin to where they can start moving stuff in and take over spaces.
Okay.
Any questions for Jeremy?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Entertained a motion and a second to approve the presentation by Jeremy Gallagher.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Construction budget update, I think we're in a hurry.
Yes, just, we've been spending a lot of time with our construction numbers. We've seen large increases in materials and construction costs within the past year, especially. Some of the most recent numbers we've received actually came in at 24% over budget. So that really kind of puts us in a difficult position, so we want to make sure that we have all of our funds available to get the most of our dollars moving forward, especially on phase two, with the elementary renovation in addition. So we're gonna go back. I'd like to thank Mr. Tripp, along with Mr. McLean, and the building administrators, and Mr. Harvey, especially we spent a lot of time trying to get the best numbers that we can for the best product that we can. So we're gonna continue to look at those numbers, and hopefully we can bring some subcontractors and a detailed plan for the elementary at the December board meeting. Mr. Tripp, is there anything you'd like to add on that?
Pretty well covers it. Sign of the times with the economy, unfortunately, you can't get materials and the contractors can't get people to work, and therefore the prices are higher. So, same story that we hear about every industry practically, so not any different here.
Comments, questions? Okay. Entertain a motion to approve the presentation by Mr. Covington of the construction budget update.
I'll make that motion.
Sue? Got a second?
Second.
All in favor? Everyone? A snow day discussion.
Okay, earlier in the year, we had sent out a survey to both our parents and our staff. Snow days seem like a great thing, but they can have a tremendous impact on families with their work schedules, students in general, especially as much as we've missed in the last 2 years. So on page 39 of your packet, it's actually the very last page. Those are the actual survey results. I'd like to thank our parents. We had 787 responses from our parents, 163 responses from our staff, and you'll see from the results, they're almost identical between our parents and our families. So that's actually really encouraging to see. So what I'd like to recommend for moving forward with our snow days, I think communication is a key component to that. So we will do our best to try and make those decisions the night before, if possible, on snow days. Or earlier in the week, if we can see forecast for bad weather coming in the coming weeks. We may try and reach out early and just say, hey, just please be aware that this may happen, but communication is key there. But as far as snow days go, we actually have 4 snow days built into our calendar already. So our first 4 snow days, we will not require any sort of makeup to our calendar. The state likes us to do that, to build in hours. Hopefully you never get past 4, but unfortunately in the last few years, we know that we have. So days 5 and 6 would require full makeups on days. Days 7 and 8, and what the state allows you to do is actually make up, we'll have 1 makeup day for every 2 days missed. So day 7, we would not have to make up. At day 8, we would. Same with day 9 and day 10. And then on day 11, we've met the maximum number of required days to make up, and we would not have to make up any days after that. We've had some discussion over AMI days being used as snow days. I think we have, to be honest, limited results with that, so I'd like to kind of keep that in our back pocket if we need it, but as of right now, not use AMI days as far as snow days go. Worst case scenario, our last possible day of attendance would be Thursday, May 19th. So families can start to plan a little bit. I know that's before Memorial Day, and families like to start to get out as well as our staff. So the last possible day of attendance could be Thursday, May 19th. Right now, it's Friday, May 13th, so we've got some room built in there. We did toss around the idea of using 2-hour late starts. The bus department, Apple, said that that would not be a problem for them. So I would like to just have that also as part of our arsenal to deal with snow days would be a 2-hour late start. We would not feel the snow routes for buses was feasible right now, just with the planning aspect and what our attendance would look like. So we didn't feel like using snow routes was probably the best option. But a 2-hour late start is possible. We'll give parents as much notice as we can. And just to let parents know and our staff know, we will make a final decision no later than 5:30 a.m. We'll have that broadcast before 6 a.m. So if you don't hear anything by 6 a.m., you know that we will be going to school that day. By 6 a.m., the absolute latest.
Is that the same timeline for the 2-hour late start?
Yes, yeah, we will make a decision, no, it'll be broadcast no later than 6 o'clock.
And then just for clarity, the late start means the school day still ends at the same time, it's just would be starting 2 hours after.
Great point, yes, dismissal times still remain the same, just start 2 hours later. Correct.
Survey was a great idea. Questions? Comments? I'll entertain a motion to approve the snow day discussion as presented.
So moved.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Lastly, we have a COVID update.
Okay, Jackson County recently repealed their countywide health, or the mask mandate, that was repealed. Since then, in the district, we've had 3 additional positives with 20 identified as close contacts since that time. So our numbers, we haven't really seen any increase in our numbers since they repealed that. At this point, this year, we've had 129 positives and 333 quarantines. Last year at this time, we had 113 positives and 904 quarantines. So our quarantine numbers have been down tremendously this year. That's a trend that we like to see. Students need to be in school. So I would like for us to continue to contact trace in the buildings and report to Jackson County. We're gonna work with Jackson County, and Jackson County will actually be communicating with our families concerning quarantines. So we're gonna orchestrate that with Jackson County. That's really the update. Other than that, nothing new on my part.
Questions? Comments?
With the cases, has there been a split between students and staff? Is it?
There's a higher case rate with our students this year.
And last year was opposite.
Correct.
A lot more than were vaccinated now, correct?
Yes. Staff, yes. Yes, we've not collected that information, we've allowed them to keep that private. But I'm just word of mouth, we have quite a few staff members vaccinated, correct?
I think it's the right direction. I think our goal is to keep kids in school. I think the kids have suffered way too much. And I think we did the right thing in the past, but now it's time to get kids and keep them in school. Entertain a motion to approve the COVID update presented by Tom Huckabee.
So moved.
agenda, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.